Marhaba and welcome to another Suhoor Bites. I am Fawzi Musmar and today I'll be continuing the countdown of my favorite games of all time. We got to the top three and today we're gonna do number three, which is StarCraft. Oh boy, do I love me some StarCraft. StarCraft also has some sentimental value for me as well, as well as it being an amazing game. Um, but I'll tell you, my story with StarCraft, perhaps, before I talk a bit about the game. When I was making my first game, it was me and nine other dudes. We just rented a small space to make our game. We had the rule that no gaming was allowed until 11 p.m. So we had to work on our game until 11, and we're not allowed to play anything else. But it really meant that we actually had a free LAN for us to do whatever we want. It was a limited LAN, sure, 4 computers, that all we can fit in that place. We took shift. um, but that means that after 11 we have our own LAN in which we didn't have to pay anything to use. So that was great, and that allowed us to play a whole lot of StarCraft. So initially we were just like working until 11, and then from 11 till 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. we're just playing StarCraft. And we were either playing 1-on-1 or 2-on-2 or something of the sort. And I think during that time is when I built a lot of my StarCraft skills, StarCraft abilities, playing almost on a daily basis. And I just it ingrained my love for the game and for the genre as well. StarCraft for me is probably one of the most perfect asymmetrical design games. You got three factions that are completely different. They play completely differently, and they all have strengths and weaknesses. So there is no dominant strategy or like a race that will always win. You can always turn the tide of battle, and no matter what strategy you pick, there's always a counter. So the speed in which you execute your strategy or you execute your counter is really what determines how strong you get, and how better you come. And it's just a pure skill game, and in which you need to build up your skill about how fast you can go and how powerful you get in playing the game. And then the knowledge you have on the factions and the units will allow you to create strategies on the fly. Another story I would share about my love for StarCraft is that it was when I was with my ex. I think it was my engagement party for my ex. That was, I don't know, 12 years ago or something like that. It was on the same day as my qualifying match at the World Cyber Games. So, but I had to show up to the engagement party. So what happened is that I went to the event. I was wearing my WCG T-shirt because you have to wear it with the number on it so that you'll be able to compete. And the organizers found out that it's also my engagement day, so they wanted to speed things up so that I'll be able to play my matches quickly and then just go to the party. I just went in that day, played my match. I got third place national finalist to play in the qualifying matches later, and then I went to the party. It's kind of funny because when I look at some of those photos from back then, you can see under the suit shirt that it was kind of transparent, so you could still see the WCG logo underneath underneath the shirt of my suit. So I guess if that exemplifies everything, exemplifies my love for StarCraft kind of came through and through, and also my love for video games. And I think that's what everybody has been telling me. For somebody to come in and play video games on a very important day like that means you really care about a whole bunch of stuff. And kudos for my ex for understanding as well. I gotta give her that. StarCraft, monumental game. I love it to bits. And yeah, it's my third best game of all time. So that's it for today. Thank you for tuning in. And as Ramadan progresses, I'll be coming on over for a couple more times to share with you my number one and number two games of all time. So till then, Ramadan Mubarak and salam.